Good morning. It's September 10th. Satisfactory 1.0 finally dropped. I just got back from the gym. While I was at the gym, I was watching Coffee Stain's live countdown to release. The release has happened, and in a great epic form, there was an error already on Steam. The patch was 11 gigs. Most of us have all gone through it. The fix was super simple. Apparently, the executable was just renamed, and they had already patched it for 1.1.1. All you have to do is close Steam, reopen it. That did not work for me. I must have been doing it faster, but Steam was just complaining about the executable. All you have to do is open up the file structure of your game, and then just go ahead and change executable name to what Steam was looking for, and the game booted up just fine. However, before we start this series, I want to do something completely different that I haven't seen anybody else do, and I want to show you guys what I have been working on. I'm going to share my screen now with you. ChatGPT, ladies and gentlemen. ChatGPT is currently only trained on version 4.0, so I was going back and forth these prompts here, trying to feed it the wiki pages of it, but it was unable to connect and look at it, so I grabbed a wiki release page of update 8. It was very vague, but I just wanted to make sure that ChatGPT was able to grab it. So what I ended up doing now is it updated itself based on that, but it's going to be pretty vague. I'm treating the AI as my personal assistant to building our new playthrough. So we will be using the AI for several different iterations. However, unfortunately, they released the freaking game, but they will not release the patch notes. They should have already done it. So over on the official website here, they should have linked their patch notes already. It would have been nice because I probably could get away with everything. But since there's incrementals here and ChatGPT confirmed that it was up to version 4, I'm going to feed it version 5 right now. I'll do that live with you guys, but basically I'm going to go ahead and copy everything straight from here and feed it directly to ChatGPT. I've already instructed it that I was going to update it. So basically this is all you would need to do to update its memory. I'm going to tell it, here's version 5.0. Oops. Version. And that will feed it, and it will go ahead and learn everything. It'll do a summary as well. While it's working on that in the background, we're going to skip up because they remove things in each iteration. So I'm just going to feed it the base model, and then whatever got removed or fixed, hopefully there's enough information fed into ChatGPT that we basically gave it knowledge from the 4.0 base that it was trained on, 5.0, 6.0, 7, 8, and then, hopefully we'll get 1.0 at some point later today. So I'm going to go ahead and click on 6.1, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to copy this, and we'll give it the intro and everything just so that it can see everything changed. Go ahead and we'll go to 7.81. We're gonna skip experimental, hoping that the patchers did a good job documenting everything. I'm pretty sure that they did, so we'll go ahead and do that. 7. And then we'll go ahead and we'll skip up to 8.3. Okay, and then we'll go ahead. Look, bug fix. That's a bug fix. Not a big UI bug fixes. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna assume that our AI assistant, as we'll name it. Let me know if you guys come up with a name for our AI assistant. For now, we will leave it as AI assistant to our build and playthrough. So now, again, I'm gonna treat this AI just like it's part of us. So we're gonna talk to it very normally and have it have kind of somewhat of a relationship while we're doing this. This is premium ChatGPT, so I have ChatGPT 4, and I will upgrade to ChatGPT 5, and hopefully the memory carries through when I do that upgrade. Otherwise, I could just retrain the AI and what Let's go ahead. We are sadly still waiting for Coffee Stain to release the 1.0 patch notes so I can update you on everything that was released. However, the game is officially live and we are ready to start playing our new playthrough. With that in mind, what are some epic world names we could consider naming our playthrough? Playthrough. Let's think of things that are fun, factory, building, complex, yet simple. Does that then exist? Give us 10 names to choose from. Go ahead and just auto-correct a couple of names. So again, treating the AI as a member of this playthrough, and we're going to see what it actually says. So wait for it to think. It's thinking right now. Here are 10 world name ideas for your Satisfactory 1.0. Critical Spiral, Ironworks Utopia, Ears and Dreams, ooh, Mechanics, in this, I can't even say that word, something Haven, Assembly Nexus, ooh, that's a good, I actually think I like that. Victoria, the Forge City, Cog City, the Gridlands, and Asylum Factory. I had to cut right there real quick just because I had to take a phone call. Important. Let's get back to it. Out of all 10 of these names right now, obviously because this video is, by the time you're watching this, it's released. You know, I'm going to make decisions as I want to make decisions. So we're going with Assembly Nexus. I like that. I mean, that's what we're ultimately what we're doing. We are assembling so many different parts to get the space station complete, which we have the storyline now. Hopefully we'll see what that's all about and what we've actually been building all this time over all these years during the pre-release. So Assembly Nexus will be the name of our game. Let's jump right into the game right now and let's load into the world. Let's check it out. Let's get started. We all kind of know the basics right now. So we're just going to kind of jump in a little bit and then we're going to come back to our AI assistant and we are going to set a basic goal just to give you an idea right now. We are going to set a basic goal to, I brought my mic way over there. Hopefully the quality was good. Sorry about that. I'm going to start with a starter base, basic products to get us all the way to tier 6, hopefully today, maybe tier 7. We'll see. I've got some hours to put in. I took some time off work just to play this game, literally 2 days. So we're going to go for like 100 parts per minute per resource. We're going to use our AI buddy to tell us what it's going to take to do that, and then we're basically just going to build based off that, and we're going to do modular factories around the world until we can get to tier 9, and then we'll do a super base. That is the basic plan and goal right now. Let's jump right into this. We are also going to go ahead and start. Let me get my system sounds on here for us. Let me make sure they're down a little bit since they're just factory noises. We are going to start in the grass fields. It's going to be a lot easier. We're not going to skip the intro. We're going to watch the intro. You feel free to skip that. I will time this on here, but Assembly Nexus. Start. Let's double check multiplayer settings. Single player. Advanced method of hosting multiplayer games does not require login to any service, but might require settings support forward. Requires login to Steam or other Steam players might be able to join you. Requires login to Epic. You want to play the game alone, nobody will be able to join. I do have some friends that are going to be playing, and we're going to set it for invite only. So they'll be on later today, and they'll be joining our world as well. So this will be this will be our series here on YouTube, our playthrough of the brand new 1.0, but we will have guests building in the world, working on certain projects. But let's get going.
Separation from main transport complete. Group A delivered to Palestine region. All conveyors functional, initiating dispersion. Attention Pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit Pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you.
Okay.
Fixit. Short-term solutions to minor problems. Yeah. Initiating Tidefall. Atmospheric entry at 3, 2, 1. Beginning error assist. Drag within acceptable parameters. Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni-situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable.
Pioneer acceptable. All right, thanks, Fixit. About that skipping parachute, though. That's funny. I don't remember that dialogue. It's been a long time since we've done a drop-in.
You are the third in our region to survive planetfall.
Oh.
Welcome to Massage 2, ABB, in the binary system of Akita. Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding. First contact safety tools applied due to the presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to the Fixit procedure and equip the Fixit Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone. Next objective, dismantle the drop pod. Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat utility base, often referred to as a hub.
Alright, so let's see. The arch is right there. So the little valley of...
Use the resource center to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub. If you cannot find iron, the Asian scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
So we're familiar with the grasslands. If you're not, this is a pretty easy area right here. There's like literally 4 iron nodes right here. Some of them are poor in quality, but this is a good little start area. And then right next to it, you've got your copper right up here. So we're just gonna...
You can start the previous message for higher priority message. Next objective. Use the bow gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fixit is not paid by the kilometer.
Not the kilometer. Watch.
Potential edible collected. Be consumed before authorized is compatible with the human digestive system by fixing. The consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Good to know, Fix It. Thanks so much, Ada. Alright, so we've got our copper node right up here. We're just going to kill our mobs, get their skin.
So,
Alright. Alright, so I think between the copper and the iron, that's our biggest thing. I know that these nodes are not of great quality. Let me see. Oh, this one's normal. I think these two were poor quality, of the lowest quality. Run back over real quick, take a look. Impure, not poor. Yeah, these are both impure nodes, but there's some normal and I believe a pure node right here. And then just behind this cliff here, there's 3 more nodes and I believe a copper node up there as well. We've got a limestone node right there. We have a limestone node right here. They did change nodes and or add nodes, so some things may be different from what I recall or remember. With that being said, I think what we're going to do, we've got 3 here. We've got 2 limestone and then we've got our copper. Let's go ahead and start in this valley. Normally I like to build over the top of the valley right here, but we'll do something a little different. We're gonna go old school and we're gonna start in the valley right here. So bring up the hub and let's start this mission.
Hull foundation melt. The hull terminal and a crowding edge are only the humble beginnings of a successful fix-it pioneer.
And here we go.
That's an onward.
Thank God we've got spacebar now.
The hull will function as your base of operations. The next objective, complete HUD upgrade 1.
So we've got the spacebar so we can get through some of this. So a lot of this stuff we're just going to go ahead and we'll skip through. It's going to be a lot of editing for me. Obviously, whatever you guys see is the final product. But I think what we'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and get some things set up and get our factory producing and save you guys the long-winded playthrough per se, or start of the playthrough. There's going to be a lot of back and forth and some manual crafting going on. So we're going to skip that a little bit, and I'm going to get right into setting things up until we've got functionality going, and then we'll see where we're at. Real quick, I was coming back. I just want to show the new phase and milestones. This is freaking epic. So 0 tier all the way through tier 9, and tier 9 since it's phase 4. So just go ahead and select this. We're gonna did not make the part, so bad on me. But yeah, just wanted to share that real quick. All right, back to it. Alright, so we've got our basic factory starting to go here, but let's ask our AI buddy what basic tier 1 production of items in the game.
And
Produce 100 ppm.
And just run.
What will we need per
Don't go but
tier 1 product?
and just explain to the third. And got to run down. You don't go down.
Let's see what it understands. So you produce 100 parts per minute for tier 1 items. You'll need to calculate based on the basic items in tier 1, such as iron rods, iron plates, screws. You'd like a breakdown for each. Yes.
So
Here's a detailed breakdown for producing 100 ppm for tier 1 items. Iron rods, iron ingots. You'll need 100 iron ingots per minute. Smelters. 1 smelter produces 30 iron ingots per minute. Okay, good, it knows that. So you need 4 smelters, rounding up slightly. Constructors. 1 constructor produces 15 rods per minute, so you'll need 7 constructors. Okay. And then we're going to need iron ingots or iron plates. We need 4 smelters for that. Please provide the smelters. Okay, so we can ask it to give us the total smelters. We'll start here. So we need 8 smelters just to get 100 ppm for iron rods and plates. So let's start here first, and then 5 and 7 constructors for either of the ones coming out. So we'll have to, so 8 total right now, smelters. We'll just go for that as the goal. It talked about rounding up slightly, so that means that we're gonna have a little bit difference in ppm. So let's use what our AI buddy gave us, and let's get going on the construction for that. Alright guys, here is our factory. We got our copper running off one node up there that I have overclocked for 120 going out, which is technically a little under. I think there's 8 smelters up there, so it's definitely a little underfed, but it gets the job done. But we are definitely making about 100 wire and 100 cable per minute. And then I went ahead and threw in some copper rolls as well. There's 2 machines at the end. All 3 containers are right there. They are full. That system is on standby. We got our bio generators line here. It is so nice that we have conveyor feeds now. We've got our lease on the right there and our wood on the left here, and then into the hardened biofuel into a container. We've got our smelting going on here for our iron in the back right there, and then it comes down into a bunch of rods, which is going up to the second floor, which is screws. Then another rod assembly for the another row of rods, 5 rod machines, making a total of 90 parts per minute on the rods to feed our assemblers up here. And then our screw line is also feeding these assemblers. And then we've got 6 smelters over here, focusing on just iron plates being constructed here, which feed back up to the assemblers as well. And then we've got all of our assembler parts. So we've got our rod container here. We've got 2 screw containers there for a total output, which one of the screw containers is constantly feeding into the awesome sink for our tickets right now. And then we've got our iron plates container right there, followed by our rotors, followed by our heavy reinforced plates, and our modular frame. At this time, we are completed with tier 2, and all items are being manufactured. I have hand walked over the parts to 2 assemblers, which is making the smart plating right now, so that we can unlock tier 3. So we're making good progress. Total time in the world is roughly 4 hours. So not too bad. Our AI assistant has been very helpful, kind of laid out the idea and the plan for me. I did have to go grab some more ore over there to kind of keep this ore balanced between the 3 machines that were already here. So we're collecting about 500 raw ore per minute right now. And yeah, everything's running smoothly. So we're just going to wait for the smart plating, and we're going to head over to tier 3. While we were waiting for the smart plating, I came over here to our quartz area and got a quick little quartz base set up here. On the one node, we got some silica pumping out, and then we got some quartz crystal pumping out as well. And then we made our fancy little blade runners. So that's good to go. Everything else is done. I made another blade runner, and I was waiting for some silica, which now we've got plenty. Know how I don't need this, so we can get rid of it. Barium I might need. I don't think. Let's research in here. Do some research, and then we'll go back over and we'll unlock tier 3. Alright, made it back to the base. Let's unlock. Here's Peter. Like, yeah.
That's his fault. Okay. Auto.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better fix-it future.
That is new.
I think it's just a little. Yeah.
Good. Phase 1 of the space elevator. Oh shit.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day.
Okay.
You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely
That was
that
a
you
lot more
appreciate the
satisfying.
continued existence of kittens and or puppies.
Wow.
Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
There's like little ships going in and out in this right there in the centers too, or something. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, let's go see what we need. We will keep the smart plates going as well. Tier 3. Base production. Enhanced asset security. We're gonna go for the coal power right now and get this going. That. Get this going. Right this. Go for steel. We will have good times with good projects. Lots to do. Grab a couple of these since we'll be playing the pipes now. Fire. Cable. Alright. Ah, it's so nice having the Blade Runners. Ooh. Alright.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fix-It has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
That's great. Alright. Back to work we go. Alright guys, we've been busy. As you can see, taking a ride. Check it out, what do we got going on? Now that we had Tier 2 unlocked at the space elevator, got ourselves 16 coal power plants. We're just waiting for the bus system to fill up efficiently. Wolf is actually working on bringing us some steel so we can get some Mark III belts to speed up the coal input, but the coal factory, coal power plant, I should say, is self-sufficient, keeping the water pumps on, everything's primed. 16 power plants. For every 16 power plants, there's 2 water pumps with an overhead that's about 240 and only 200 being used for every 4. The water is good. We've got a tractor going back and forth to keep the aesthetics clean without running belts all across here. I was initially going to, but I didn't like the way it looked, so we've got that going on. And then we've got our second, gotta love dedicated server bugs. We got our second whole facility up and running and just kind of overflowing right now. I'm manually feeding it to the delivery plant, and at some point I will turn on that truck as well to deliver. We should be good. So, making progress. Beautiful space station. Or keep going from here.